Look at all these names. What's up, Sarah? Jessica. Matt. Slush Plush. That's a fun name. John. Oh, there's a DeLorean. I see a DeLorean. Joel Jarvis. Clint Crockett. Hector. Candy Cane. Is this that? What is that movie? The horror movie where the truck driver keeps going Candy Cane.
Dima, do you know? I think. Is it Candy Cane?
Candyman?
No. There was a truck driver one. It had Paul Walker and I can't remember the other dude's name. It had a Z in his last name. What's up, Flippy Floppies? Robbie? Somebody out there knows the answer to this question I'm talking about. Joyride. There you go, DeLorean. Well done. Who was the other actor? Can't remember his name. I liked the movie, but it was the guy. It turned out to be a guy who was of course killing people because it was a horror flick. But he was like on the ham radio on the truck. Candy cane. Wonderful Wednesday.
Feel good about this one?
Let's do it. We're here.
What's
We
up?
did it.
Cameron.
Hey guys.
Cameron's here for our live.
Long time no see.
Yes. We didn't lose him at SDCC.
Barely made it back.
We are back. This is the highest level of energy we have available right now.
Woo! Could you feel that? How electric that was?
I see some smiley faces. People get it.
Sorry for screaming.
So we're going to do our weekly live, talk to you about a couple, 3, 4, 5 things.
Yeah.
And then I heard we were going to do Pokemon, and I thought, we're doing everyone a disservice if Sully comes in and talks about Pokemon because he doesn't know anything about it. So we brought it
Until now. So I think that this is the best possible way to start Sully off on his Pokemon quest. First, we're going to run through what we have on the table, but I would like Sully to select a starter. And then he can move on and hopefully take on Brock pretty soon. So yeah, I mean we announced a lot of amazing products last week, but the reason why we wanted to focus on Pokemon is because we finally announced all 3 of the original starters, and we have Pikachu from last year. So we thought it would be cool to just kind of review all that and answer some questions for you guys.
You were holding on to a Pokemon Target exclusive pop?
Now I do want to talk about that. So you might have noticed that first of all, I recommend downloading the app right now if you haven't gotten it already, and then that way you can track all of the Pokemon products, because it's not just Pop. We also have collectible vinyl figures that we are releasing in conjunction with the Pokemon Center. It's a day with Pikachu, and there's been a series of those that have been coming out recently. I think one is either is on its way, well due. Maybe it's out today, or who knows. But it's not just Pop, it's also vinyl figures as well, so it's a great way to track that, see what's come out already, and then also see where you can find these babies. So first, I mean, this was the first one, which is why I wanted to show it, but we have the Pikachu Target exclusive Pop that came out at the end of last year, and the reason why I wanted to call it out is it did come out quite a bit of time ago, but they're still releasing in batches. They're still showing up some stores. Maybe if you haven't hit all of your local Targets, or you see one while you're traveling around, check it out. You never know what you could find there. But I just wanted to bring this up. This is the first Pokemon Pop we've ever made, and it's worth calling that out.
Good on Target.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Really
I hope
smart.
everybody gets a chance to get the one that they want. That's amazing.
And then we are releasing these in order of Pokedex number. So if you're unfamiliar with the series, you do get a little encyclopedia that you're supposed to be filling up as you go through your travels. It helps you track Pokemon. It's basically the Funko app, but for Pokemon collecting. So throughout the game, you'll encounter new Pokemon. You can see where they are. You can track them down and catch them, add them to your team. So the number 1 was Bulbasaur, which was the first general release Pokemon Pop. So I'm going to take this little guy out.
Easy.
I think it's worth bringing him out.
Now explain, while you're doing that, explain why do I pick a starter? What's up with a starter?
So the way that it works in the game is on your 10th birthday, you embark on your journey, because I think the idea is you're playing this game when you're a kid, but you embark on your journey, you leave your town, and you leave your town with a starting Pokemon that's given to you by the town's professor, that region's professor. So in the original one, it's Professor Oak, and he basically says, pick one of these 3, and then inevitably after you pick yours, your rival who's assigned to you in the game will pick the one that has the type advantage over yours. So if you pick this guy, he's a grass type, Bulbasaur, lovable, he's going to dominate half of the gym leaders, obvious first choice. He'll go with Charmander, because Charmander is a fire type. So there's just this, and then it's just an additional step. You have to think about ways that you're gonna, combat your rival. So
Let's put Bulbasaur over here for a little
Get him on
close
over
up.
there.
Little.
And really, like, I know that Sully, and there are a lot of collectors out there who really like to have their their pops in the box and their collectibles in the box. But you got to just take one of these guys out and just like, if you put them in someone's hand, you've converted them to collecting. Like, they absolutely fall in love with it.
Like it's required one to stock, one to rock for these. That seems fair.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Somebody asked in the comments, Sully, how do you not know Pokemon? My 10th birthday was more than a few years ago. I kind of came up on the scene before Pokemon got big, and unfortunately, I just never got into it. But I love that it's a fandom for you and so many other people, and I love learning about it. It may never be as big a passion for me.
As a collector who loves to travel and loves different regions and loves, like, I don't know, finding type advantages in other realms, I just feel like it would fit your personality perfectly. But it's also a huge time commitment if you want to get through the game, get through it, and really experience all the pieces to it, especially now that they've added different elements of the game. So I mean, as Sword and Shield are coming out later this year, maybe we kick it off. But I'll move on to the next one. So we have Charmander right here as a fire type starter, and this little guy, if you remember from the show, as long as his tail is still on fire, he's still alive. So got to be careful with that little tail.
Put him on the close-up over here. I already feel a connection to Charmander because I might have been a bit obsessed with fire as a kid.
Yeah.
I loved campfires, and anytime I could find a pack of matches.
There you go.
Responsibly.
Well, that actually brings me to the next Pokemon. You might actually need to have Squirtle with you because as a water type, he can produce water, and could probably help you get out of some jams, some fire-based jams. But this is the most recent release. This one is the most recent Pokemon release. It completes the original 3 being released in pop format, and we announced it last week. So it's up for pre-order now. You might be able to start seeing it on shelves soon. But yeah, those are the 3. Those are the 3 starters that you can choose from.
Such a tiny little fella.
I know. Well, they all turn into. I mean, they evolve twice each. So he actually turns into a giant Pokemon called Blastoise, which is like this huge. He's like cannons that come out of his shell and stuff.
So tell me about this evolution thing. I don't quite understand that. Why do they evolve?
That's one of the wonderful mysteries of Pokemon. But one of the ideas is that once it gets more experience and levels up and reaches a certain level, it will not only learn different move sets, but it will also grow into a stronger form of itself, which is hopefully what you do as a trainer along the way. So it's a nice little lesson there for your 10-year-old self playing through the game. But
I mean, 10-year-old me to me now, I have grown slightly.
I feel like you can, as a human being, notice that like you've evolved. Like your kid self, your like teen, maybe 20-year-old self, and then like your adult self is like those are the 3 evolutions.
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Charmander. If I have to pick now, it's gonna be Charmander.
I knew we got along for a reason. Charmander was always mine.
What?
I always started with Charmander, and I always man, he's the best. He's the hardest one to play through the game because of how the gym leaders work and their type sets, and you have to commit to Charmander, and Charmander will commit to you.
Who else do we have on Team Charmander out there?
Ooh, it's going to be a conversation about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, based on the way I worded it?
No.
Okay,
I mean, I think
right.
it's good to pick. You need to pick a starter, but people feel very strongly about their original starter, I think, especially if you started when you were younger. And I don't know, maybe you watched the game, maybe you collected the Pokemon cards and you were after that holographic Charizard. I mean, there's all sorts of reasons why you'd root for your own starter, but man, there's something like really sweet about like taking the red cartridge, putting it in the Game Boy, seeing the little sprite for your guy, and you're like, all right, we've been through a lot.
I think y'all were probably doing that while I was playing Halo. That's probably what happened. I got distracted by something else.
Yeah, and that's fair too.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of questions about Squirtle with sunglasses.
Yeah.
So if you watch the show, Ash, who is the lead character in the show, Ash Ketchum, he starts off with Pikachu because he oversleeps on his day that he's supposed to get his starting Pokemon, misses out on all 3 of those, and winds up with Pikachu, who does not want to be his starter. So as he goes throughout his journey, he finds all 3 of the starters and adopts them to his team. So he finds a Charmander that's being neglected by its trainer, joins this team. You know, finds a Squirtle, but it's part of this team that's causing like all these different problems within the town. They're called the Squirtle Squad. They all wear sunglasses and they do things like dig ditches and hide it and trap people in it. And by the end of the episode, sorry for the spoiler, it's been like 20 years. By the end of the episode, they help put out this big, enormous fire that happens in a Pokemon Center, and the leader of the Squirtle Squad joins Ash to do good around the world. So
Fire, you say?
Yeah, see, that's why you probably want to keep Squirtle near and dear. But there's a benefit and there's a weakness for each one. So you have to pick and then decide how you build your team around it.
Makes sense. So this one kid oversleeps one day, and that forever becomes part of pop culture for like the next 20-something years.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great because it's not only shaped how people see the game and experience Pokemon as a brand. I mean, Pikachu is arguably the most noticeable, recognizable character from Pokemon.
Yep.
But in the game itself, the character is known as Red, and oh God, I'm so sorry.
We're seeing the comments.
Anyway, his Pikachu becomes like one of these Pokemon that just shows up throughout the games and throughout the stories and stuff. Is like one of the strongest Pokemon because it's about their friendship.
And then he eventually became a detective. I see.
That's a different Pikachu.
Oh, my bad.
That's a different Pikachu.
I was confused. That was a Ryan Reynolds version.
So.
Well, we all learned something. I saw Ed Bogue said I learned something new today. Somebody wants my shirt. No, I'd like to keep it, son.
Give them your shirt.
This was available.
What's your address? We'll send you Sully's shirt. No problem.
Sweat rings included.
What else do you need? Do you need anything else from Sully's desk? We'll surprise you.
I think this was down at Funko HQ, or was this part of one of the subscription boxes? I've forgotten now. It's so much has happened since
It's been a moment.
We had an entire SDCC or two since the shirt was released, I think.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Throwback.
Oh yeah, speaking of SDCC.
Yes. So thank you for everyone who obviously attended the event, went to Fun Days, posted about your exclusives, shared your thoughts and on what worked and what didn't. I mean, that helps us make a stronger experience overall. But we have a lot more to share with you guys. I think our booth tours have been released now. There's way more video content, photos, a blog post or two coming out. So keep an eye open for some of that coming out later this week and in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah.
And we've got a video featuring fans. Some of y'all might be in it coming later today, and an interview. Not to mention, just uploaded and made available that awesome episode of the Funcast that Dima and I are on with Charlie from Anthrax and Claire from help me, Dima. Butcher Babies.
Butcher
Babies.
Murder
which
Babies.
was clearly named by Dima. But yeah, it was an awesome podcast where we talked collecting and Whataburger. I'll say it correctly for you Northerners, not Whataburger like we say in Texas. And we talked Game of Thrones. We talked the Hulk.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So y'all go listen to that. Check it out. There is a giveaway on there. And I think we might have a giveaway here in a few minutes.
What?
As Cam's Riverboat Casino was called out earlier. I saw that.
We need a different mode of transportation, but it's basically the same thing. Oh, yeah, I mean, we can call it that.
Alan,
right.
Unicycle?
Well,
Yeah, my unicycle of joy.
I was pointing at Alan, who said this was the best episode of the Funcast yet.
Oh, man.
I mean, it didn't have everyone in the group. I feel like we all have to be there for it to be the best yet, but it was a fun one for sure.
Just wait for the live.
Somebody said, anyone know what app they were talking about? That's Nicholas.
Oh, the Funko app.
You talking about the
Funko app, you say? Yeah, that you can download that right now. It has the most complete catalog of Funko products out there. It's constantly being updated, and it's a way for you to give us some feedback on how to make it better. So, Cam's a Monster Truck Rally of Bliss. That's what it is.
I like that.
That's what it is.
I would go to that. That's on a Sunday.
Boom!
Gotta be.
Yeah, for sure. One thing we did jump over is that a lot of there are still some SDCC shared exclusives with Funko Shop available right now. So jump on those while supplies last, because once they're gone, they're gone. Like,
yeah,
not restocking those babies.
Don't trick yourself into thinking because you see it's available now, it's going to be there on Thursday.
Yeah.
I've made that mistake before. I've missed out on some sweet exclusives over the years because I was like, oh, I'll get it tomorrow, and then it's not there.
That's how you learn. That's how you get better, and that's how you evolve.
I have the app. It cool is good, says Vanessa. Vanessa, you got it. I like that. She's speaking in that Kevin speak from The Office, too. Just like minimal, but to the point.
I appreciate that.
What's he typing? He's typing notes to us so we can see what's going on. Oh, somebody's asking about future options in the app. Well, we're always looking for feedback, like you said a second ago. So any specific call outs, please go into the app. There's an area where you can leave feedback. That's the best place to do it. Of course, you can put it on our social channels too. That's probably easier on you, but I'll promise you that it gets seen more and more quickly.
Oh, yeah.
If you go do it in the app. So take those extra steps if you have an idea. I've seen a few called out that are good, and we have made changes.
Well, and if you go to Funko.com, you can actually see the catalog as well, and there are some items that will link directly to some of our retailers. So don't forget to check that out on desktop when you're away from your computer, I guess.
That is a handy dandy tool. I use it quite a bit when I'm trying to go like, when was that SDCC exclusive out? I can go in there, pop in the filters, biggity
check it
bam.
out.
I got my answer.
Biggity bam.
I say that every time. Biggity bam.
Best Kid
Enter.
Rock song. Okay, Gen Con is coming up.
Yeah.
Generation, I don't know that's what it's
Generation
called.
Convention?
So Gen Con's coming up next week. It's the first time Funko will actually have a presence there because we have the Funkoverse strategy game coming out.
Which
soon.
I do not have to show.
No. But if you go to Gen Con, you'll be able to not only play the game, test it out, but you'll actually have a shot at buying it and owning it first. So check that out. We recommend going to gencon.com and getting tickets to go to those sessions to play the game and have the chance to buy, just because once those are filled up, it's going to be hard to get in there. We want you guys to play the game and check it out and let us know what you think.
Plus, if you saw the social posts that we had on there, it looks like there's some exclusive enamel pins and a t-shirt, which good reason to go if you're looking for exclusives. Those pins look pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I think I need that. All right, so Gen Con, you covered. Somebody's asking, do we watch anime? Sadly, I do not watch much anime, hardly any. Not because I dislike it, but because I just haven't spent the time.
I have very limited scope into anime, but I just watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, and it was so good. Watched One Punch Man recently. I watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z growing up. Some Sailor Moon in there too, but I'm not like super well versed in that. I'm always looking for something new, something fun to watch. So recommend some stuff to us. What should we start with?
Yeah.
I mean, we need to start somewhere.
Do you even anime, bro? Said Coach JD.
We don't. That's what we just said.
Yeah.
I kind of want to.
It takes a while.
I feel like One Punch is great, but it's only so funny because of watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, because it's kind of like taking that fighting dynamic in an anime and then kind of putting it on its head. It's really fun.
I like some action scenes, so it really seems like something I could get into.
Cool. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Did you see all those announcements we made last week?
We were busy. We were already busy, and then all that insanity was dropping. There was some heat.
Almost too much.
Yeah, I saw somebody talking about the new My Hero Academia that was announced. That's huge. What else did we have?
We had It Too. We had Dark Crystal, NHL Pops, Squirtle, obviously. Man, I'm just trying to think. We had so many, and we have even more. We just announced a Steve Irwin Pop.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it has a chase, so you could get the main one with him holding a crocodile, or you could get the one with the him holding a turtle.
Oh, that's cool.
Chase, yeah.
And I see people dropping in the comments some of the announcements that were made at Fun Days, which there was some amazing stuff announced there as well.
Yeah, keep an eye out because some of those are going to be on our social channels pretty soon, so you'll actually get a shot to see them. Product shots, nicer images, deadlines for when they'll be out. So get all that information soon.
So much to prepare for the rest of the year.
So we did have a new Harry Potter wave. Gosh, I can't believe
Look at that.
I forgot. Wow.
Cats and owls.
Cats followed by owls.
Dark Crystal's life.
Dark Crystal.
Sarah.
That's right.
Who's excited for that Netflix series? It's coming up like real soon, right?
So soon, yeah. And then Dima, you threw that out there to tell people to check out Bleach and Berserk if they haven't. Yeah.
Ah. So you've watched that, Dima?
No, people asking.
Oh, people are
telling us to
commenting.
watch it. Okay,
Gotcha.
my bad.
Gotcha.
My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to check that. I know Hillary's a big Berserk fan, so I think she says it's her favorite, so that's a good place to start.
I'm settling for Squirtle. Well, that doesn't
Settling?
Settling is a tough word to use there.
It's a little Squirtle buddy. Come on. All right.
Squirtle shout out, but more of a whisper down almost.
Come on, man.
We don't have time to spend too much on San Diego Comic-Con because we could go for days talking about it, but I did see quite a few. What are your favorite moments? Did you have a favorite moment?
Oh, I mean, this is probably an easy one for our team just because of how it all played out. But earlier this year, we started a fan-made Fantastic Plastic competition. We had people enter. There were a ton of great entries, and Brian decided he was going to announce the three winners and the grand prize winner at Fun Days. And we had to basically keep this information to ourselves for months, and it was just like, it was so great. Sully and I were standing together when it happened, when the first place winner was announced, and it was our pal Tanner, who with the Bat Boy Pop. We'll have a blog post coming soon showing the 3 finalists and a little bit more about their design, but man, congratulations, Tanner. I know that we were really, really excited to see that for you.
That was by far my favorite moment of all of SDCC. I think I won't steal the exact same one, so I'll go with my second place. We got to have our first ever SDCC live Funko Funcast, which was
awesome.
That was like a life goal of mine to have that opportunity. So that was really cool too.
Yeah.
We all got our little name tags there.
Oh, I kept mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe frame that little baby.
A young lady asked on the front row, "Sully, can I have your name card?" And I might have responded a little quickly and harshly and said, "No."
You didn't have to clutch it to your chest like that, but
I ran from the room.
Yeah, you hissed.
I didn't mean to be rude. It was just one of those things that I was super excited
She
about.
later on won tickets to Fun Days.
She did.
So that's, I mean, I'd rather have that.
I think she and I are good now.
Yeah, I think you're good. Brian Mosher asked why we're staring away from the camera.
Yeah.
It's because we can see kind of the chat. We want to make sure that we can get to some of those questions and hopefully answer them as much as we can.
Yeah, we don't want to just stare in the camera and talk. We like to interact with you guys, so it's more of like a conversation.
Yeah.
Like just deep look into the camera.
Deep. So right now we're just doing a quick Q&A, right?
Yeah,
Or
we
do-
kind
or-
of just jumped into it.
Do you want to, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to jump into it if we have anything else we want to
You got something waiting in the wings over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not Pokemon related either.
It's not.
No offense.
No offense.
It's
I
no
mean, it's not.
Squirtle.
It's All right, so
Team Papa Pooey.
first we got this. We had the social media Freddy. Amazing.
As it turns out, now we can be referring to this as Social Freddy 1.0.
1.0.
The
2.0 is
OG.
coming later. And this is obviously still near and dear to our hearts, but here we go.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what's up?
I'm sorry.
Did you
Somebody
see?
said, did you see Nathan Fillion shout out to the media in his
What?
panel? I want to know more about this.
The media team during his panel.
Oh, it's Hockey Dad. Hockey Dad, I know you. Hit me up
Hockey-
later. I want to know all about this.
Hockey father. Do you acknowledge?
That's Alex's dad.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We got it.
Are you gonna be okay?
I saw Philly and you got my
comments
attention.
are just going and yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Shout out to Philly who got. He's getting in shape now. Did you see him?
Yeah, sure.
Looks good.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Should I leave?
So, Social Media Freddy.
Social Media
Part
Freddy.
1 of this.
And then because we're fresh back from SDCC, and that means that we're back from Fun Days, we actually have a very special treat to give away, which is a Fun Days exclusive Freddy as Frankenstein pop. And we might want to put that baby down on
I
there
want to
just
cuss
to
right
show.
now out of excitement.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. Let's keep this family friendly. But if we had a
You're
a
gonna
beep,
open the. Oh no, you should.
Should I?
You should. Yeah. You
wait, I
totally
should use the trick
Just put it
on the box.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
I might have gotten out of control there for a second.
Sully, you lost yourself for a second.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, what am I thinking? This is limited
Yeah.
to one of 350 pieces, folks. Pretty amazing.
Seen a lot of OMGs and Nices and
Yeah.
Frankie.
Look at that. Drop your favorite excited emoji, like face excited emoji, in there. Y'all know why I'm saying what I just said.
you know what?
Fire is good too. Yeah, we get it. That's awesome.
Yeah, keep him away from
Robert,
Charmander.
don't you do it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, in case he sets it on fire, we got one to put it
yeah.
out right there.
You know, it really should be Freddy Funko's Frankenstein's monster. But
You know, at this point, can we just all acknowledge he technically didn't have a name, so let's just call him Frankenstein as well. Frankenstein Jr. would be just fine, right?
I don't
If
know.
Frankenstein created him,
Hey, all I'm saying.
it's canon. We're officially doing it right here on the live.
How can people enter to win this?
How can people enter to win?
How can they
Okay,
enter to
so
win
what we've been doing, and I'm sorry I should have picked a winner from the last one. I will do that soon. But no matter which channel you're on, even it's Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, where are we at? YouTube. Just drop a keyword, and I'm going to tell you what that keyword is. I like the emojis popping up. Why don't we go with Freddy? Just Freddy.
Whoa.
I like that.
Simple.
Yeah, because we
Clean,
got Freddy spinning there.
timeless.
In case you don't know how to spell it, there it is. So drop Freddy, just in case there's another spelling. Like, it's not IE, it's Y.
No, it's right there in the box.
Drop that on whatever channel you're on. You're about to shut down the chat because when they type it all in at once, that's what happens.
right.
And then the next live, next week, we will pick someone. I will go back after this and pick the winner from the last one and notify that person.
So all you do is type Freddy.
Frankenstein's monster's monster, Frankenstein.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Lisa gets it.
Yeah, we have to refresh when this happens.
Sweet.
And then it takes a minute or two.
All right.
So somebody's going to get both of these?
Both of those babies.
Wow. Am I eligible? Can I enter?
No.
I don't think I'm eligible.
Sorry.
Dang it.
Wait, so you picked your starter already. That's pretty exciting.
It's a pretty big day.
That's a pretty big deal.
10-year-old me
Yeah.
going
With
to
a
town
Charmander?
on a game that won't come out for another decade.
Oh.
Look at all those emoji
Freddy,
faces.
Freddy.
Freddy.
Man.
Freddy. Thanks.
Look at all these folks. Thank you guys for entering and checking us out today. It's been fun.
Yeah, the lives are always a good time. These are good people that come join us. There was somebody that was just typing the letter E over and over and over again, but
I hope you're okay.
Dima quickly executed the block forever button, and that
Whoa.
person has been banished.
By the ban hammer.
It's a real shame. Your cat was walking on your keyboard. I hate to see that happen, but we don't know what's happening over there. Anyone win a Conan Pop? Yeah, that's awesome. There were a lot of Conan Pops given away
Yeah.
during SDCC. We actually went over to the Team Coco House where they were doing stand-up comedy, and they were giving out some over there, and they were giving out those sweet, sweet Conan boutons.
Ooh.
Buttons, for those who don't know.
Sorry.
Doing the code word can't speak. Doing the code word multiple times won't give you multiple chances to win. That's correct. Just once is enough. Our handy dandy software will just look for one. That's all it needs.
Even Sully's Riverboat Casino has rules.
Yeah,
okay?
well, they're loose.
They're loose,
yeah,
but
they're there.
I mean, come on.
Everybody needs an equal and fair chance.
How time? I don't remember it being like that, but thank you.
Oh.
I've been a collector since 2010, 2014, stopped, and then started again in 2018. And yeah. I mean, it's definitely changed quite a bit. I mean, hopefully we're making it. From a collector standpoint, we're being more communicative with when things are coming out. You're able to track your collection a little bit more. I think we're a little bit more accessible. I mean, we're doing a live. You can ask us some questions. So, and you're always welcome to tweet at us or tag us, and we'll hopefully get to your question. But thank you for being a fan and coming back.
I do our Throwback Thursday posts on Thursdays, and they usually have a theme, but I'm able to go back and look at the posts we did in like 2010,
Yeah.
2011, 2012. And if you go, show me all the Facebook posts from this day in 2011, there's like 3.
Yeah.
It's like, show me that now. There's like 30. like you can tell that we do, I mean, we have a larger team. There's more of us involved.
We've grown as a company quite a bit.
For
quite a bit.
sure, yeah. So things have changed, but it's still a great community of people. I think seeing that at Fun Days and at SDCC over the week, last week was truly a refresher for me. It's always good to see all those happy faces, those nice people that help each other out, and you'll see that in one of the videos that's coming soon. We captured some of those magical moments that'll be coming your way.
I saw a cool comment about the pop pins that launched at SDCC. So
Yes.
if you missed the post, we actually created a Golden Freddy Idol pop pin. It's the first one that we've ever made, and there's a very limited amount. We're giving them out through social media. We gave some out at the event. It's going to be really cool to see that line launch and grow, but that's a great one to keep an eye out on. And we actually have one that we've given away on Twitter. We posted the giveaway today, so you can enter to win. Should do that right now. Should do that right now. So if you're unfamiliar, it's the size of a pop. It's in pop. Imagine this pop box, but basically in half this way. And when you take it out, there's a little stand, so you can display it. You can take the stand off. You can wear it. You can do whatever you want.
Yep. Yeah, and fans are collecting. Some are keeping. Some are trading. They're doing what they want with it. Once they get it, it's theirs. So that's how it works. Somebody asked if we're going to see a Marvel Collector Core unboxing this week. Well, I don't think we've failed many of you very often. Usually when a box closes, we get a video up, and I may or may not have been part of that was recorded earlier today. So I know it's in the box, but I'm not telling anybody. I'll just say...
I'll tell you. Do you want to know what's in it?
No, don't.
Let me know. Let me know if you want to know, and I'll give you a nice little hint.
I was legitimately surprised and might have cussed during that video. Yeah.
What? Really?
There is some fire in that box.
Literally.
I'm not saying that as someone trying to sell it to you. I'm saying that as a fan. But I'm also saying that as somebody trying to sell it to you. All right. Any more questions? I'm sure you guys have some. If not, keep a lookout for all of our SDCC coverage coming your way. Tons of video content, still some photos, still some giveaways from that cool Fun Day stuff. Like right now, these two that we've been showing you and talking about, you can win a Social Media Freddy and a Frankenstein. Freddy is Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster, depending on your, if you were an English major or not. It could be yours if you just drop the word Freddy, F-R-E-D-D-Y, wherever you're watching this live right now. We'll pick a random channel and a random person soon. All right, good.
Cool. Yeah.
I think we're out of here then. So,
All right.
Nerds Unite.
Keep popping.